I look down and my hands all bubbling. Flesh drips, it's off-putting and quite troubling. In a short while there's only bone left. I flex my
This is a breaking case out of Oklahoma again. I'm getting really embarrassed from home state. It is another case of an abused child. This is an extremely horrible case, so viewer discretion is advised because it does involve SA and PA of 2 children. Welcome to the Murder She Shed, the place we honor the dead, right from my she shed, and my name is Holly. On January 27, 2023, a grandmother called the Tulsa, Oklahoma Police Department to report that a child was missing for several years and could be dead. Police said the grandmother also said another child was the victim of serious continued SI. The grandmother said in September of 2022, her daughter, Camille Lewis, showed up at her front door with her 13-year-old daughter. The 13-year-old was skin and bones from malnourishment, and Camille wanted the girl to live with the grandmother. But then Camille said something very disturbing, that 11-year-old Orlando Hugger Jr. was dead. Friends and family call him OJ, so we will in this video. The 13-year-old girl was then interviewed by police, and what she said is truly heartbreaking. She said her mother, Camille, and stepfather, John Miles, abused her and her brother, OJ. The girl said that the abuse started in November 2020 and ended in September 2022 when she went to live with her grandmother. Within that time span, she said her brother died. They would lock her and OJ in a separate closet for days at a time, denying them food and beating them with belts and cords. They would be forced to sleep in a doghouse, in the backyard, and exercise outside in cold weather. Miles would offer her food in exchange for sexual favors. Miles told her he paid for the food and he had the say of when or if she would eat. Also, she would get to brush her teeth or shower for sexual favors. The girl said she had to use the bathroom in a bag or cup in the closet. When she went to live with her grandmother in September, she had been without brushing her teeth or shower for a complete year. One evening, when she was locked in the closet, she heard Camille and Miles yell for OJ to wake up. Camille told the little girl later that OJ had died from a seizure and had died in her arms. The girls said they wouldn't let her in a garage for several hours after this and was forced to clean and mop the garage floor. Her mother also told her Miles and his cousin buried OJ in a park nearby. The girl also said Camille and Miles were worried the grave was too shallow, so Miles dug the boy's body up and brought him back to their house. Once at the house, the body was burned in a barrel, and her mother told her the barrel had to be rolled in order to move the body around so it burned better. The ashes were then dumped into the drainage system. Officers searched the family home and found one of the closets' carpet had been replaced, but the other closet had feces and urine in it. Police found a handwritten note that the 13-year-old girl had wrote. It read, 1, smile whenever I come out if it's a good time. 2, when I'm fed, tell Mama thank you for taking time out to make this, bring it, and feed me. Number 3, when she brings me water, say thank you for taking my bottle and refilling it for me every day. 4, when she lets me out to go to the bathroom, tell her thank you for letting me out to go to the bathroom and wash my hands. 5, when she talks to me, tell her thank you for spending the time talking to me because I know you could be spending your time doing something else. Y'all, these are basic needs this little girl is having to beg for. Just heartbreaking. On February 7th, police took Camille into custody. She admitted to abusing the children and causing scars all over her daughter's body, but did not admit that OJ was dead. Camille claimed OJ ran away in the fall 2 years ago and has not been seen since. She and Miles looked for him for about a week, but then quit looking and never called police. They told family members that OJ was at a cousin's house. Miles denies any knowledge of abuse, while Miles is a stepfather to the 13-year-old and OJ. The couple also have 3 children of their own. This case is currently being treated as a homicide. The child crisis lieutenant said this is the worst case he has seen in almost 7 years. The couple has been arrested for child abuse and neglect, but officers are working to gather up enough evidence to charge them with homicide. The couple both have a Facebook page, and here is a couple of posts from his Facebook. Well, if he's not a deadbeat dad, I don't know what is then. It is unbelievable to me that this little boy could have been missing for several years and nobody asked questions. Really disturbing. I hope this little girl and OJ get justice. Prayers for the little girl. I will keep you all updated as the news breaks in this case. If you're not a subscriber to my channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button. This Oklahoma gal would love for you to join us here at the Murder She Shed. We're here usually 2-3 times weekly. And I'm actually in my house today. Usually I'm in my she shed, but it's been cold out there, so I've just been sitting in here. But anyway, if you guys would like to hear more breaking cases and more rarely heard true crime cases, if you get tired of the repeat cases, then you should hit that subscribe button and join me and Sleepyhead Simon over here. He's usually more active, but it's nighttime. It's his bedtime and he's tired. Well, I love you guys, and I thank you for supporting my channel. Y'all are the best. Y'all have a great week. Bye.
Hands in my face, it roots about, pulls a tooth out of place and taps it on my forehead like, ha, you're dead. Plants it like a seed and the earth bleeds red. The color spreads and out of the ground sprouts fingers, skeletal limbs pointing to cumulonimbus clouds up above that swoop down and shroud.